Man, do I feel like a piece of shit, don't I? Uh, I'm sure you pretty much aware of what happened. So sudden how it happened. Satoru Iwata, president of Nintendo, uh, 55 years old. I mean, he's just released a statement that he has died. Apparently he had a tumor in his bile duct, and he had been dealing with it. And when I first saw the Red Dragon post a video about like 17 minutes ago. This is literally something that I'm just finding out moments ago, and I'm speechless. I mean, I keep hearing stuff about how he was like just the fourth president of Nintendo. Taken over by at 2002. He was along the ride for pretty much the entire Wii success, and I feel like an asshole because just a few like hours ago, I watched the Nintendo digital event, and I still stand by with what I said. I still thought that thing could have been like light years better, but that's not about that. What I mean is like I think it's no secret that many of you who have been watching my videos have noticed that I used to rag on the guy a lot. I ragged on Nintendo because he was the guy that was at the head of this journey, which apparently him and the people with him in charge knew they were going a direction. They were certain that they were going the right direction, and it seemed just a mystery to every one of us. But I never at the time that I was doing all of that, I never actually wished anything like this on a person, just to pass away due to medical complications, due to like this happening to you. And the sad thing is that if Nintendo had held on talking about their upcoming console, and that would have been at that point the next step for Nintendo's leap forward, and I think he would have really liked to have seen that. I just cannot believe that this happened. Never wished anything like this to happen, and all of a sudden now it's just I mean, I knew he was a programmer and he worked with Nintendo. He'd been working with them for many, many years. You don't just put somebody in charge for just any Joe Schmo in charge. All the stuff that I don't agree with Nintendo doing, that's just stuff that I used to go and I was like, could you like take what you just said and just kinda look over it again? But I never ever, I don't know, I never ever thought he was a malicious person. I never thought he was a crazy person. He was a character. He was definitely trying to get people to pay attention to him. And after so many years of seeing him, he's a part of Nintendo's leap forward. And as grim as Nintendo kind of looks at the moment, especially losing someone of that name just today, shortly after E3, it must seem like it's a downhill spiral for Nintendo. But, I always look for them to come strong at the end. And I'm sure that whatever they do from this point on, they will always have him in their hearts. And, that his accomplishments will never be forgotten. And you bet that if Nintendo does go to E3, officially go present to do a press conference and announce the NX, you're going to most definitely get emotional when you don't see him there. I mean, we've already gotten so accustomed of Nintendo not really showing up, and all of a sudden, he's the first person greeting everybody. It's not him, it's Reggie. Reggie must be feeling it hard at, well, besides his family, Iwata's family. But, him and Reggie, they were a tag team. And losing your tag team partner is must be very, very emotional for him. So, I'm doing this video first before I don't know if I'm gonna put this one after the impressions video. I don't know if I'm going to put this one before the impressions video of the digital event. Maybe I'll post this one before. I do want to post this one first before I post the digital event, because I don't think it's fair. I mean, my opinions won't change, but this isn't about my opinions of something I saw. This is just simply me just expressing that I'm sad. I was in shock, and upon hearing what had happened to him, I feel really bad for having just ragged on him. It's sort of like you get to know the person's issues, and all of a sudden it's like your problems and your issues with this guy doesn't seem to be too bad. This guy, I have this problem with the decisions that he's making. Well, he's dealing with medical issues that are, putting his life on the line. It's just is how life is, And I've gotten to a point where, I used to think he would go to a better place, but it isn't about that. It's about what he did, and I want people to know that life is finite. It's a word I've always been hearing for the past year or two. It's finite. It means it's not infinite. That means it's temporary, it's short, and you have to grab life by whatever you can grab it at, and just go and do your thing. And he was doing his thing, and many made fun of him because of his mannerisms, but I think we can all definitively say that he definitely made people happy, and he tried to entertain in the best that he could, and he was clearly passionate about Nintendo. And it's so weird because I'm now just thinking about him, and it's like I really don't know much about him personally. And this is the sadness of when you lose. Suddenly, you now want to know more about the guy. So, but anyway, this is the second video that I do about a Nintendo giant dying. The guy that invented. I did one before. I don't know if it was the guy that created the Game Boy, or it was someone who was big in Nintendo. So it's someone that's huge. And I honestly, well, not much else to say except that I send my condolences to the Iwata family, to Nintendo staff, Reggie, Mr. Trenton, Shigeru Miyamoto. You know, Shigeru Miyamoto, Reggie, and Satoru Iwata were all just this kind of just like this triforce of Nintendo executives that they were just trying to make Nintendo be this. Yeah, we're still this company, and now there's a piece of it missing. So this is very, very disheartening. Because, but Nintendo, if you guys saved the video game industry, and you guys are known for bouncing back when bad things happen, and this is a terrible thing, and it'll take time to process it. It'll take time to get over, but you hold on to his memory, and we hold on to the memories of the things that he did for this company, Nintendo. If you're like me, who rarely agreed with him, or you agree with him all the time, you have to admit that he was a presence, and I'm very, very. I'm not heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. I'm sad. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. I've never been good at these type of talks, but I just felt compelled to say this. So, that's all I've got to say, and it's probably going to be uncut. Wouldn't feel too real if I just start cutting bit by bit. So, but I just want to say thank you, Satoru Iwata, for all that you did, the good things you did for Nintendo, the good things you tried to do for Nintendo, and the well-intentioned things you wanted to do for Nintendo. And that is who he was. He's a person that cared about the company, and you're going to be missed. I'm definitely gonna. I honestly wish you would be alive to see the NX come to life and tell the rest of us, I told you so. See? But that's a story for another day. And that's all I've got to say. So, y'all take care now. And Mr. Iwata, we will miss you.